What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Please excuse my really sweaty head. I've literally just walked out of the gym. But yeah, in this week's video, guys, I'm going to do 5 things. It's a hard video to make, there's not many things I hate about my car, but there's going to be 5 things that I hate about my car personally. Not focuses in general. You might not have had some of the issues I've had, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this is going to be 5 things I dislike about my ST that I wish I could change. Or maybe things that weren't as expensive, possibly. But just before I get into the video, last week, if you've seen it, you might remember me briefly mentioning a giveaway I was going to be doing. So when I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I didn't mention who I was going to be doing it with last week, but it's going to be with LordeeST, who I'm sure a lot of you know who that is. He makes some amazing products for STs, some proper customizable parts. That doesn't sound right to me for some reason. But we're going to be giving away, guys, some sequential indicators. I'll make a proper, like I said, when I hit 500 subs, I'll make a proper video explaining how to enter. And again, it's going to be completely free. I'll ship the item out to you. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, guys, because it's going. By the way, it's going to be for the pre-facelift Mark II ST only. I'm going to be fitting it onto my car, show you how it's done, and then I'll be giving one away to a lucky person.
So hi everybody, as Bailey has explained, you've got a great opportunity to win a free prize. All you have to do is get him to 500 subs, which is easily can be done by registering your interest. Leave a comment below and you'll be randomly picked to win the prize. I'm also going to be running a competition on my page, something a bit more generic for all models of the Focus. So there'll be an opportunity on my next video to do something similar. And if you're looking for a few parts for your car, check the description and jump on the links there to take you to the web store and have a browse. Good luck.
Talking of giveaways, guys, I don't know if you've just seen George's GCM, that is. If you don't know who George's car media is, you're mad. If you're watching this video about a Panther Black ST, you definitely know who George is. Well, I usually chat to George a little bit on Instagram, ask him a few questions about the ST, blah, 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 but after this...
Gym guy, Mark II, Focus ST and Panther Black. But he's basically decided to be a bitch all of a sudden and sell his Focus ST, or look into it. So Bailey, change your fucking mind. Change your mind.
I guess he doesn't like me anymore, so cheers, mate. But no, anyway, guys, definitely go and subscribe to George. He's a good lad. Just say quickly, I'm not selling it yet, so don't worry. But what I was saying, he's just given away a Mark II Focus ST 500 to a lucky guy called, I think it was called Thomas Brown. So if you're watching this, mate, which is quite unlikely, well done to you, because you've just won a Mark II Focus ST 500 for 20 quid. Big up George. He's going to be doing loads more giveaways soon, guys, so make sure you're tuned in for that. I'm keen. He's been doing a lot of work with BD Performance, and they're literally the wizards of Mark II Focuses in general, STs, and not just Focuses though, really, but they know everything. Yeah, George has been up there for Block Mod, RS Oil Cooler, and Catch Can. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not too techie with that kind of shit. But yeah. Anyway, go subscribe to George, subscribe to LordeeST, get me to 500 subs and I'll be giving away Lordie's own sequential sweeping indicators. So you got to enter. What are you on about? Do you know what I mean? I've only got 400, well, it'll be 500 subscribers. You'll be one of 500 people to win it, so got to be in it to win it. But anyway, on to this week's video, guys. So like I said at the start, it's going to be fair, it's quite difficult. I actually did struggle to think of some things that I don't like about this car. But the first thing for me that I actually don't like about this car, that I wish I could change, yes, Ewan Borden, shout out to Ewan Borden, just driven past me. Anyway, number 1 is going to be the standard ride height on the Mark II Focus ST. The back end of this car is like a tractor. Well, I'm probably exaggerating a bit, but as far as like performance sports cars go that come out of factory, I feel like this is quite high. Yeah, most people lower their car, the STs, 20 at the front, 40 at the back, so I'm pretty sure the rear end from standard is 20 mil higher from the back, so obviously the 20-40 drop levels it at the back to the front and drops the whole car by 20. Because I've got a splitter on it, oh my god, what are people doing? So many Emmets in Cornwall, get out of Cornwall. But Jesus Christ. So many people can't drive on the roads, I'm just getting distracted here as well. Anyway, yeah. Because I've got a split on the front, I scrape as it is on standard springs, so I want to lower the car, but I don't think I'll do that till I've got a daily, because it won't be very practical for me. So yeah, that's number 1, the ride height. I think it looks crap. I'll get some stills for you in a second. So this is what I meant about the suspension and the ride height at the back. As you can see at the back, it's actually pretty high. compared to the front. I mean, the front's high as well, but I was thinking about just dropping the rears by 20 and leaving the fronts because to save like destroying my splitter. But I can fit like all 4 fingers in the front there. But yeah, in my mind, that's a bit too high from factory. I think they should have dropped it a little bit more. I'm pretty sure the spec says the reason they've done that is so that when you've got a full car in the back, it lowers it. If you see what I'm saying, so they've compensated for the extra weight in the back of the car. But yeah, I don't like that at all. So the second one, guys, the second thing I hate about, I guess this in a way is going to be all STs. It's a bit of a controversial one, and it's a term that's talked about more than anything in the whole of the ST game, I suppose, and that's the block mod. For those of you that are unaware of what block mod means, it's essentially, it's in the name. You're modifying the block of the engine to technically allow it to handle more heat in it. Well, not handle more heat. It's just better under heat. There's this whole thing. Some people say it's a theory. So there is evidence of it happening, where you get a cracked liner in one of your cylinders in the block, and obviously that can lead to complete engine failure, and you're paying thousands of pounds for a new engine replacement. However, you could spend, like George did, he went to BD Performance and spent 650 quid, I think. I think that's the average price to have a block mod done, which essentially is shims and spacers in between each cylinder to prevent like heat soak through each one, so, to prevent heat soak. Prevent heat, oh mate, to prevent...
3 days later.
You put shims in between each cylinder to prevent the heat transferring across, I'm pretty sure. Because it's the heat that it's basically where people are going to mistreat their car. Let's say you start your car up at 7 AM for work, you boot it there before your oil temps up, your engine temps up. You're going to cause damage to your car. It's people mistreating it. And again, after you've gone for a proper hoon around town and some back roads and stuff, and the temperature's up on your car, and turning it off straight away rather than letting your car cool down, eventually that over time that's going to cause cracking in your liners. So yeah, the block mod for me, I don't know. I've got a stage 1 tune. I've always thought about getting stage 2, especially now I've got the supporting mods, but I don't know if I want to do it until I've got the block mod. There's this whole conspiracy theory about it. Do you need it? Do you not need it? There's so many people that are running silly power and haven't had the block mod done, but then there's some people that have been the most unlucky people in the world who've bought a standard car. I guess they've just mistreated it. I don't think it can happen to a car that's been looked after well. A standard car, standard power, 221 brake horsepower to be exact, and they've had cracked liners. So it's one of them. So that's the number 2 thing I hate about Focus STs. Sorry about the shaky camera, guys, by the way. This mount is absolutely crap. You might have, well, you've probably seen it in previous videos, it's shit. But right, so the third thing that I don't like, this is, well, I guess a lot of people can relate to this as well, but I've had issues myself with this car, and that's the third one's going to be drive shafts. So my offside drive shaft, the driver's side drive shaft, when I bought the car, I was driving home from Essex, which is probably like a 4 or 5 hour drive from where I live in Cornwall. I was driving in a straight line. I didn't experience any wobble from like the actual wheels or anything like that, but if I let go of my steering wheel, it would twitch side to side really quickly. And I'll be honest, I didn't really know much about the cars at the time. I didn't know if that was a standard thing, if it's just like, I don't know. I didn't know if engine mounts had been done and somehow causing vibration of my wheel. I don't know, I didn't know anything really. After a lot of research later, I realised it's probably going to be my drive shafts. And then so many weeks later, probably wasn't even a few weeks later, maybe a week or 2 later, I had some extreme wobble, front end wobble, when I was between 50 and 70 miles an hour. My front end of the car would shake really aggressively. After 70, it would, after I'd passed 75 mile an hour, it would completely stop, the shaking would stop. So I called the garage and they said straight away it's going to be your drive shafts, and that's probably one of the biggest common issues with the Mark II ST. They eat drive shafts for breakfast. I don't know what it is, I don't know if it's the way the torque transfers through the shafts or anything like that, but yeah, it's really annoying. It's a bit of an expense. Luckily my car was under warranty at the time, so it was a matter of just replacing it. However, it wasn't that easy for me. I had 4 drive shafts in about 3 weeks. I'm not lying when I say that. The garage that was fitting them, because it was all under warranty, I don't think they were too fussed about what they were giving me, and it only took 3 drive shafts until they realised they were fitting reconditioned shafts onto my car the whole time. My car was completely standard, but I guess the power was just ruining the reconditioned shafts. They weren't strong enough to handle it. So I decided to pay the difference for genuine 4 drive shafts, and it's never had any issues since, so sweet. You can literally hear this car from like 4 miles away. There's not one person that doesn't look to what's coming. So number 4 is going to be a bit of a controversial one again. To be honest, I don't hate it, but I know a lot of people do, which I think is stupid. So I'm going to mention this as something most people hate for their ST, but I guess me sometimes, it depends. And that's going to be my miles to the gallon, which doesn't bother me. I didn't buy this car to hope to do 40 plus MPG. This car will never see above 40. I don't think anyone can get 40 in their car. When I drove back from Essex, like I said, was that 4 or 5 hour drive on the big motorways in 6th gear the whole way, doing between 50 and 70. I didn't see above 36 mile an hour, and that's the best driving you can do in your car. But I mean, what am I doing right now? 18.9. And I'm not trying to say that's me driving well. I do put my foot down here and there on some national speed limits, but a lot of people despise that. And I feel like if you're going to buy an old school turbo bloody 2.5 litre petrol 5-cylinder engine, you're not going to get good fuel. It's an older car, so the technology isn't there to keep your emissions low or things like that. Newer cars, for example, the new 2015 Audi RS3 does something like what does that do? 30. Yeah, the new RS3 does like it's pretty good on fuel for what it is, for the power output. It's because it's modern technology. It's got all the tech there to keep the power there, the sound, but keep MPG. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good for what it is. I didn't go and buy this car to have a good fuel economy. To be honest, when I bought the car, I didn't really think about it. I just wanted to have it for the sound and the power. And just the fun of it, mate. Right then, so the final thing, the 5th thing I hate about my Focus ST, and again, this is kind of a general thing, is the locking mechanism that opens up your bonnet. So your bonnet release latch, basically. On the Mark II Focuses, I think it's every Mark II Focus, you flip up the front full badge on your upper grille, stick your key in it, twist it left, twist it right, and it pops up the bonnet. The day I bought my car in that garage, matey said to me, absolute legend by the way, I'm not disrespecting him, yeah, the guy in the shop, the guy in the garage, sorry, said he just had a new one fitted because it had gone. And I drove it home. I got home, showed my mates the car as you do, well excited about it. It's like, oh, I'll lift up the bonnet, show you the engine bay, blah blah blah. Stick my key in it, try and turn it, and it doesn't open, nothing happens. I'm twisting it left and right. I'm just thinking I don't know how to do it yet, and it's locked because I couldn't open my bonnet at all. There's a kit you can buy online. You basically got to buy a new part for it, but luckily I've got a dad who's like a bit of a wizard with random shit, so he spent a good few hours sticking in tweezers and all sorts, and he actually managed to open it up. But that was so annoying. That's one of the things I absolutely hate about it. I just hope it doesn't happen again. I feel like saying the fuel one was a bit of a cheat because I don't really hate it, but I do at times. Especially because I've got this as a daily. Sometimes when I go to work, I'm like, shit, I wish my petrol would last a little bit longer, but at the same time I love it at the same time. So I don't know what to say, but anyway guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm trying to think of one more, but I literally can't. Nah, I've got no idea. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Something a little bit different again. Make sure you're ready for this giveaway that me and LordeeST are going to be doing. I need to hit 500 subs and you can win yourself the Mark II pre-facelift. Remember, it's just for the pre-facelift ST. Some sequential LED indicators for your wind mirrors. They're smart as hell. You pay nothing, I'll ship it to you. So stay tuned for that, guys. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next week. Peace.